R2, where are you?
10. There we go.
Hey,
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. I am back. Holy crap. My intention was to take a break, see if Michael Morris was going to be around to hop onto the stream. He is not. I haven't been able to get in touch with him, but I've got some time to kill. Was going to play a little bit more Battlefront and figured might as well jump on and stream the sucker. Although it would appear I'm having connection issues yet again. So depending on how long that... There we go. All right. So, welcome to the Battlefront Livestream podcast, for lack of a better name. I'm your host, Nathan P. Butler, in case you weren't with me about half an hour ago when I ended that stream that ran a little over 2 hours. Holy crap. Like I said, lots of Battlefront today. You can find my Star Wars Timeline Gold, the most comprehensive Star Wars chronology available anywhere, over at StarWarsFanWars.com/timeline. And you can find the two podcasts that I'm involved with, Star Wars Beyond the Films with Mark Hurlman and Cloud City Casino with Michael Morris, over at StarWarsReport.com as part of that podcasting family. You can also over there find Rebels Roundtable, which just ended fairly recently, but that's another I had been involved with as well. Jumping in here, basically just playing a little Battlefront. Played quite a bit earlier. Still kind of suffering the same headache as before. But I kind of want to get some more progress in here, if at all possible, before I get to the point where I start doing the live stream Let's Plays of the Uncharted games, 1 through 4. Unfortunately, Golden Abyss not able to be streamed because it's on the Vita. Whew. That said, let's jump in here. Man, it feels like it's super, super bright in here right now. But going to jump in here, basically sitting here at rank 59, almost at the level cap, which is rank 50. Made the push for about another almost 40 XP since the beginning of that previous stream. Got, pardon me, about 23,000 XP still to go to get there. Working on challenges as before. About halfway to the 75 kill challenge being done for today. That was a new challenge. It popped up while I was playing last time. 4 more chargers will knock out another challenge. 6 more targeting rifle kills, which is what I'm carrying now. A T-21B will do it for that one. And yes, the collect thing is still saying 1, even though, yeah, there's nothing actually there. The thing that I'm working on saving up the cash for is the Weequay, right, which now unlocks at 60k. So, as soon as I get to 60k, I've got the 17,000 saved up. I'll take that. And anything beyond the 17,000, like whenever I finally cross that line to 24,000, I'll be able to turn around and upgrade another star card, which is what I'm slowly working on. I've still got, I want to say, 12 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 12 star cards that need to be upgraded. And then I guess after that I start working on what? Emotes? More appearances that I won't use. Because I've got all the weapons already unlocked long ago, and all the HUT contracts are done unless they've added something new. And of course they haven't. They're still not fixing how some of them don't even read right and still claim that they're not completed after I completed the requirements multiple times and finally unlocked it one of those times. But whatever. Alright, let's dive into this sucker. Again, well, this is encouraging. There we go. Joining game. Oh, and I hit the wrong damn button! And got kicked right back out. Which is odd, because I could have sworn I hit X, the join game button. Unless it was because I was screwing around up here. Oh, no, that's what happened. I came down from there and wound up at multiplayer and must have hit it and jumped back to that instead of staying in the outer rim mode. There we go. Now I can jump into it. Extraction. Again, I have not gone through all the recent patch notes on a stream, but they did say they've increased the amount of extraction in the rotation. In fact, if I think about it here, if I have the opportunity here, I'll see if I can pull it up. Star Wars Battlefront May update. Gotta love voice recognition when it actually works. Yes, May client update. Here we go. All right, so when there's time in between matches, I'll hit some of the game update stuff because usually I'll do an episode specifically about the patch notes, but I missed that one back earlier in the month. Just haven't, or earlier last month, I guess now. I never got a chance to go back to it. It is June now, June 2nd. Yeah, 2nd. I don't know. Of course, I'm teaching summer school starting on Monday, so not sure that really makes much of a difference for me. There we go. Okay, so yeah, the patch notes are up, so I can show you that, or run through some of those with you.
Clear away its escorts.
When the time comes. Particularly if we don't wind up with a lot of people showing up in the chat. Last time the chat had a lot of people in it. And a lot of questions being asked and comments being made, so it didn't really make sense to go through something like the patch notes, since so much of that is me looking downward instead. Oh, and why in the hell... This happened to me last time also. For some reason, it is defaulting me to something I didn't choose. I chose it recently, but it was not the most recent weapon that I chose for this affiliation. Maybe it was the last one I chose while playing Outer Rim? I don't know. But I'm trying to do the targeting rifle kills thing, so I've got the T-21B. Not as big a fan of the Relby as Michael Morris is, my fellow Cloud City Casino host. Alright, so he's stopping it. Good. Awesome. Got killed, but at least my buddy stopped it. And by buddy, I mean... Whoa! Man, talk about jumping into the heat of the action. As opposed to jumping into the heat, a couple times the other day I did a jump pack. Wound up going directly into that fire. Oh, smoke from up there. Up top. They're just starting us way over here every time. Go around. Go around this time. The things that you will see also on this channel, for what it's worth, you'll see from the Star Wars Home Video Library, my vlog, The Voice of Reason or Lack Thereof, and we will eventually have more content. I'm just waiting for us to move. We're in the middle of closing on a house, so once we do that, there'll be more content. I got somebody popping up now.
Keep the levels away from it.
But something you will see if you look at some of the recent uploads for this channel is that Imperial Assault put out some recent releases. They put out, or that is Fantasy Flight Games Imperial Assault, the miniatures game. They recently put out the Bespin Gambit, which is a $40 expansion, one of their smaller of the two types of expansions. There's ones that are 60, ones that are 40. It came with 11 miniatures total for that one, but it also was another instance of, hey, here's some characters you might want to play as, but you don't get a miniature, you get a token. And then they released those miniatures with extra game materials as ally and villain packs. So there's, aside from the Bespin Gambit as a new expansion, you also have a Lando Calrissian ally pack, you have a Bosk villain pack, an Agent Blaze, ISB agent guy, villain pack, and an ISB Infiltrators pack. Interestingly, ISB Infiltrators didn't actually appear within the Bespin Gambit at all, but it was released as a pack directly tying into it without even having tokens or something in the main game, which is the first time they've ever done that. There's also been, and this is something we'll talk about on the next, oh crap, it's Luke Skywalker! On the next Cloud City Casino, I'm sure, we just had the recent release of new promotional images to let us know that the next X-Wing wave is going to be the Special Forces First Order TIE Fighter, the ARC 170 from the Clone Wars era, a Protectorate Mandalorian fighter, which is basically what the Concord Dawn Mandalorians were using in Rebels, and the Shadowcaster, which is Ketso Onyo's ship from Rebels, which is based on the Havoc. There's not really much of another way around here. Based on the Havoc from the Starfighter video game that was flown by Nim.
Skywalker has been defeated.
So those are all coming. A lot of folks had asked if we were going to be getting a special op, as a First Order Special Ops or Spec Forces TIE Fighter. when they first released the First Order TIE Fighter, the obvious answer was yes, just a question of when and how. It's going to be a separate release. Same thing with the black X-Wing, the T-70 X-Wing from The Force Awakens, but that's not getting a separate release yet. That's being released as, I think it's called Resistance Heroes or Heroes of the Resistance or something, where it's being released alongside a re-release of the Millennium Falcon with a new, the new censored dish. So we are getting some more of The Force Awakens material for X-Wing.
Keep the rebels away from that ship.
Just as we're getting the Force Awakens beginner game for the RPG that they say, they say is not going to actually be a new gaming line. It's just going to be, it's just going to wind up being a beginner game. Like a gateway drug for people to play Edge of the Empire, Force and Destiny, and Age of Rebellion. There you go. So that's the news. If you follow the podcast, I guess the other news would be that we just released our 20th anniversary of Shadows of the Empire episode of Cloud City Casino, talking about, obviously, the game, but also the comics, the book, the toys, the Shadows of the Empire Evolution spin-off, the soundtrack, a little bit of everything relating to Shadows of the Empire, given that it's just hit that landmark 20th anniversary. There's the guy. Do I still got to use 4 more charges because I'm not paying attention to the charges. Dang it. Use a charge. There we go. Yay.
Good. Now,
they did say that on their next big update to this game, they are going to make it so you can manually turn off a charged star card effect so that you could start it recharging faster. So for instance, right now when you turn on your shield, you can't manually turn it off. So it has to go its full duration and then take its full duration to recharge. That is changing. We are going to now be able to basically turn it off when we like, and in doing so, hopefully get better use out of it. I find that I like using the personal shield because it helps on matches like this, like Extraction, where you can jump in, activate while you're shielded. But then the shield oftentimes lasts longer than you really need it to. Which would make the manual ability to turn it off nice. Come on, you little bastard. Oh, killed me anyway. Same guy. Is somebody gonna stop it? Oh, now it's stopped. I don't think I did it, but I was standing in front of it when it happened, so maybe it counted as me doing it. One of the patch note things, by the way, is something that we'll look at here is something that I've actually been doing quite a bit, which is the jump. Do I really want to be a hero? No, not really. It's the jump pack mixed with the shield. That apparently you couldn't activate the jump pack and the shield at the same time previously, but they have changed that as of the beginning of May. Come on back, bitch. Oh! And we've got nobody logged in anymore. Sniffle, sniffle. Which, after doing a 2 hour and 10-minute stream earlier, is not a big shock. I think people are probably burnt out on me by now. But I figured I'd play and I might as well stream, so it's more than just chilling. Alright, 25 targeting rifle kills, so that is done. Now I need to do 2 more activations of the charges. So there's 1. Oh, he switched to his as I was switching to mine. Okay, waiting for it to recharge. Or not recharge, but refresh. Once it does, I'll activate it one more time, and that should take care of 2 challenges in 1 match. I forget what the other one is. Oh, 75 kills. Yeah, that ain't happening. Not in this match, it ain't, homeboy. Oh! targeting rifle streak. Nice.
Enemies in the area.
Oh! Haha! And there's the trophy, finally. 1,500 kills with an Imperial soldier. That unlocked the Magma Trooper in the diorama. Straight level 2. This is what happens when I'm not... Oh! I mean, I'm a little bit better when I'm not streaming versus when I am streaming, but if I'm streaming and ain't nobody talking, or in this case, probably watching, although it only counts logged in people, I can play better. Get the trade up and everything. 4 more minutes. Or almost 5 minutes to hold this thing. I think we can do that. Is possible. May not be likely, but is possible. Nah, man. Stay up here and hold it. Look out behind you. Oh, shit. That same guy. He's got to have a high... Yeah, I'd say he's a top... 42 kills, 11 deaths. Ran into an issue the other day where he had a guy who was consistently match to match going like 40 or 50 to 4 or 5. Which on this game is very difficult to believe is done without
Unacceptable.
Somehow
Immobilize that shipment.
hacking it, somehow playing around with your connections so that you're basically invulnerable to shots, which is something that people were doing with lag switchers and whatnot with, what do you call it, with Destiny at one point too. But thankfully we don't see very much of that, so it's, you know, it's nice and anomalous. Whatever. Not a biggie. So I shot your buddy in the corpse first. So what? Alright, let's activate another one. Or did I already do that one? Nope, okay. That can't... That's weird. Maybe it you have to... I forget when it actually counts it. Maybe it counts it when it's... Yeah, there you go. It's counted when it's deactivated. Okay. So there's 2 challenges in one. 75 kills. I'm at 48 for that challenge. Been a lot of challenges today. I played probably more Battlefront today than I've played in quite a while. A little bit before a stream, then a stream, and now a stream again. So, because I want to get to that level 60 and kind of minimize all the crap to do. Get back to making the point of how even once you're at a level cap, you still haven't unlocked everything because of how frickin' many credits that costs. Defend the shipment! Why are you standing there like an idiot, son? Oh! Oh, you're kidding! For real? Woo! Still killed you. Oh, I guess come to think of it, I don't have to use the targeting rifle anymore. Switch off of that thing. 2 minutes. Can they hold it? My DH-17 back again. One of my 2 favorites to go with right now. Whoa! Still says defend, so they haven't started it moving yet again, which is good.
Enemy units nearby.
Oh! Oh, and then he got killed anyway. So I guess that is fine. You kill me? Did I kill you? I'm curious what the minimum amount of time is that it could take for the whatchamacallit, for the shipment to actually get through all 3 checkpoints. Like if you're... Actually, I wonder if you could do that. You could set up like a private match just of this. Set up a private match of extraction. And then just not do anything to stop it to time how long the minimum is that it can take. Oh! Killed him. Still died. But killed that guy. Not bad, Holmes. Not bad. Because there should get to a point where, like right now, 46 seconds, 45, I would assume that if we let it just run, I don't know that it would reach the extraction point, even if we didn't try to impede it at all. It's in motion! That don't mean I wanted to try it, mother...
Enemy soldiers nearby.
It's like the one crack in the armor here to shoot through there. Nope. I was thinking there'd be somebody up there trying to come around the back way, but nope. 9, 8, 7, 6. We're gonna win this one. 2, 1, and activate and turn. First time I've ever actually got to use that emote at the end of a win. I keep forgetting to do it. 17-22 suck. Yeah, 57 and 20. That's somewhat realistic, but damn. But I was seeing somebody go, like I said, like between 40 and 50 constantly with usually 5 or less deaths. And you would run up on him and just empty into him and nothing would happen. And I'm not talking somebody with a shield. That was... It's been the last couple days. I can't remember if it was last night or the night before. Off the top of my head. I would assume be night before. It all blurs together. Again, thank you for showing me HUT contracts that I don't need to know about. All right, in between matches here. Patch notes from May for those who were curious. General added a system which allows players to see if an enemy currently has a charge card active by adding an icon above the enemy's health bar. Let's see. 25 kills with any vehicle, 15 charges. Do the charges, the vehicle thing. Not as easy on a stream because of it croaking. Let's see. On PC, made it so combat roll triggers on a press, not on release. PC, pressing enter will now open the chat channel. Vehicles, resolved an issue in which would make players invincible after attempting to enter a vehicle. Vehicles, a timer has been added to Imperials exiting vehicles before they can instantly leave certain vehicles. Vehicles, increase the time to enter a speeder bike from 0.3 to 0.5 seconds. Combat roll, performing a melee attack at the same time as a combat roll will no longer break the animation, and we will come back to that between matches again. There's a lot of patch notes for this one. I'd rather not just stand around reading patch notes as I've done a couple times in the past just to get through them all. Le boom. As that French say, le boom.
Skywalker has arrived. Commence the attack.
Hello, Jackson. Just did a stream, if you can believe it. This is the second stream of the day. I did a stream until about, God, almost 5:30, about 5:20 Eastern. And then got off long enough so that everything could sort of reset, not have to worry about it crapping out after 2 hours and all, because it was at 2 hours and 10 minutes or something. Checked to see if Michael could join me. He couldn't, but went ahead and got back on anyway. So this is stream numero dos. Running through some patch notes between matches when time permits. Because I did do a patch back at the beginning of May that I didn't get, or May, of March that I didn't, yeah, May, that I didn't get a chance to actually address. Working on new challenges, working my way to 60, basically is what's going on at the moment. And trying not to be redundant with the previous stream, just in case anybody actually manages to come back from that one to this one. Stop shooting at me! I know it's a shooting game, but stop shooting at me. Oh, now they got to deal with the fact that Luke's coming at them. That was only a kill assist. Alright, fine. We'll let Luke take all the glory, like he always does. Man, that guy annoys me. I hope someday he just disappears to Oct 2 and leaves everybody alone. Oh, wait.
We're facing a superior force!
Wait a second. I thought I already shot one. Why was it then charging up to do it again? The hell?
Protect that shipment and escort it to the
Let's see.
extraction zone.
And hello, Corey. What kind of stuff do I think will be announced in Celebration this summer? I would expect to see a new trailer for Rogue One. I'd expect to see at least some... for Battlefront, I would say we'll probably hear more about the next iteration of Battlefront that they said is going to be coming next year, at least in just the fact that it is coming. Probably more about the Visceral Games Star Wars game. I doubt we'll hear much about the Respawn Star Wars game. From this Battlefront standpoint, I would expect to probably see either some actual footage or material relating to the next DLC, the Bespin DLC, or an announcement of what the final DLC will be, or both, which would be nice. Oh, suck it. That's that same guy who went, yeah. Now he's already at 11-1 on this one. Let's see. But I would hope at least a couple of new books. Maybe more details specifically on the Ahsoka book, but hopefully some more specific new books being announced that we just haven't heard of at all yet. I expect Marvel to probably break out at least one new miniseries. It's a little different, though, when it's Celebration Europe versus in the U.S., because it seems as though when they do the Celebration Europe stuff, they're not as heavy on the big announcements, probably because the American publishing companies are trying to focus on whatever the next big American convention is. They tend to wait, and I think the last time there was a Celebration Europe, a lot of the big announcements still waited until the American San Diego Comic-Con. So, come on! I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. Be easier to not get stuck if you didn't have damn big-ass tails on your head. Yeah, hopefully a title for Episode 8. I think it'd be a little too early probably for a teaser for Episode 8, like an actual teaser. But yeah, it'd definitely be cool to finally get a title. Star Wars Episode 8. The Force naps again. Oh, it's not even... Yeah, see, again, why it'd be nice, like they're going to be doing on the next patch, supposedly, to actually be able to bust out your,
Get those Imperials
we're dead.
away from it.
To deactivate your shield anytime that you want, to be able to deactivate a star card in operation. Defeat. Easy, early, fast defeat. Okay. Next. Oh, now we got a message. Now we got a message. Is that from Michael? Is that from Michael? Just now checking it, he says. He says, if you want to join in on the current stream, let me know. Yeah, got to make an exception there for Michael because he is my partner in podcasting, and it's definitely a more lively situation whenever I'm able to bring him on, so it's not just me babbling. Yeah, he hasn't been checking his messages. Bastard. All right, so let me jump back to the patch notes real quick while it's waiting to start the next one. Let's see. So combat role. Resolved an issue in which players couldn't see another player performing the combat role. Combat role now has a 1.5 second cooldown, so you can't be rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. For the Deluxe Edition, they resolved an issue in which the upgraded version of Ion Torpedo was being awarded instead of the regular one, which was not something that was the case whenever I got it on launch day, so that must have been something accidentally introduced with a later patch. Various tweaks to the auto balance and matchmaking systems, updated various error messages used in the game, updated the localization to resolve various text bugs, and resolve various clipping issues. Stability. Fixed an issue in which players were getting disconnected after observing another player's profile in the social hub while playing the game. Aw, it's heroes versus villains. Son of a bitch. Yeah, we can talk about the issues with this again, apparently. All right, I'll come back to it. All right, so there is an issue going on right now with heroes versus... no, he's good. He's busy doing something else. There is a definite issue with heroes versus villains that's going on. Basically, like, right now, there's not full teams on either side. But because of the way that it being the game, because of the way that it decides who gets to be the heroes and villains, there's been an issue where if you're starting out a match
Bring the others to their knees.
and there's somebody who's like maybe they're technically in the match, but they're sitting on the loading screen still, or they're sitting there and like they're dead and they're not hitting square, so they're not actually going into the match. They're just kind of sitting there. They're just killing time away from the keyboard, so to speak, or away from the controller. That it can still choose that person to be the person getting to be one of the heroes and villains. And if the person doesn't choose a hero or a villain, by the time the timer counts down to start the match, your team just winds up with one less hero or villain than you should have. Similar issues were happening where you would have somebody, wow, smoked them, having issues where somebody would leave a match, and they were leaving a match once this happened, as opposed to leaving the match while the fighting was actually going on. And in doing so, if they were the one chosen to be the next to have a hero or villain, again, you'd have less heroes or villains in your session than you were supposed to for your side. Or you would just have somebody who, even if they weren't like this guy Cthulhu, showing up as gray because they're not actually in the match yet, or they're idle, that it would wind up with them just like the person just doesn't choose. Like, hey, they're chosen. Hey, they got the little thing up there telling them, hey, choose a hero. But they never actually choose. Timer runs out. It locks in. You hear that ka-chunk, like a reloading of a weapon sound, and ta-da, like there. We're missing one. We've got enough players. Somebody didn't choose, or it was that Cthulhu guy who was already grayed out who had the opportunity. But since he was grayed out, he shouldn't have been someone to be... Fucking stop it. He shouldn't have been the person who was given an opportunity to be a hero or a villain if he's not actually playing, if he's not actually in the match yet. So here we are. We have to kill 4 in order to win this round. They only have to kill 3 now. Granted, I'm not playing well, and a big part of that's because now I'm just pissed because that shit happened again. I made a comment and made the comment a couple times in the stream that I did earlier today that in my play today, both on and off stream, and really within the last couple of days, a couple of times that I've really spent much time playing, I played quite a bit of Heroes versus Villains because I had a challenge to win 3 Heroes versus Villains matches. And every single time that happened at least once. And here we are continuing the trend. Doesn't matter if it's Outer Rim, where you've got... The hell? Doesn't matter whether it's Outer Rim, where you've got 4 heroes or villains, or regular, where you've only got 3. Does not matter. The glitches or the issues still happen because it's a human error versus the selection process thing, which sucks. But enough bitching about what I've already bitched about several times today, and my feet are getting stuck in the ground because of the freaking connection. Son of the fish! Ah! Okay, that was a lot longer of a jump than I expected, but that's all right.
Protect those that remain, now!
Protect those that remain. It's like a secret society or something. Oh, Leia! What's up, baby? At least I was able to shoot her through the shield and damage her a little bit. Wow. Oh, Greedo versus Leia, and apparently the guy who was Greedo looked like right as I was dying went after Leia and got himself killed. Way to go, dumbass! Says the guy who's got 0 kills so far. You will be an Imperial Stormtrooper for the next round. Okay. Now, you see them all lock in? This time, it'll work fine because all 4 players on both sides who got to be heroes or villains actually locked one in before the time ran out. Hallelujah!
Do whatever is necessary to protect your superiors.
Do whatever is necessary to protect my superiors? That's going to be difficult because there aren't any. I'm sorry, I was channeling my inner Donald Trump there for a second. Or my inner Hillary Clinton. I think it takes a lot of ego to run for president no matter who you are most of the time. Though, I don't know. I would argue I don't think Sanders probably has the ego thing going on, but he's an oddity in so many ways that ain't even funny. from a campaign standpoint. Oh shit, monkey! Darth Fell. Nice name, well played, Darth Fell. As in, Baron Suntir Fell. The X-Wing materials. Anybody? Hello? I see them, but they appear to be a level lower than we are.
They must not escape. Finish them off.
Well, it's 3-3 at this point. Die, you Rhodian bastard! Granted, it wasn't Greedo, but still. I blame your entire species for the whole Han shoots, or the Greedo shoots first bullshit.
The rebels just eliminated one of our own.
Uh-oh. Where are they? People are outside. Come back inside! We're down to 1. They're down to 2. The Emperor better stay the hell away and let everybody else do it. Run, Palpatine, run! There you go, and take a health thing. Yep, good idea. Why are you jumping back into battle, you dumb Sith?
One enemy down.
Booyah!
Victory is at hand. All targets down.
As I had foreseen.
There we go. All right. Okay, 2-1. Waiting for next round. I get to be one. I'm apparently Palpatine. That's fine. All 4 on our side have locked them in. 3 on the other side have. Now, if somebody doesn't lock in Leia, if it's that Marco Go person, right, Marco Go 27 down there that's in gray, that isn't fully in the match, if he doesn't get into the match and choose Leia within the next 10 seconds, it's 4-3, unbalanced again. Which is bullshit. You hear the it's locked in. They don't get a Leia. Now it's the opposite of how it was unbalanced last time. Or the previous time where it was like 3-4 in their favor. Now it's 3-4 in our favor. That doesn't... It's not a satisfying experience if you're playing something that is inherently broken. And this was not the case previously, I don't think. Unless you just have a lot more people wasting time and not doing what they need to be doing lately. Motherfucker! I'm dead. But here, before I die, at least I can drop a health thing.
Targets still remain. Show no mercy.
Forward! Show no mercy. They need to make her say it like that, so at least there's an intentional G.I. Joe the movie reference. Disruptor rifle. Not a big fan of disruptor rifle, but...
Targets still remain. Show no mercy.
Villains win the match. There we go. Which I guess was, what, 3 wins? Is that 3 wins or 4 wins? They did decrease... we'll get to it in the patch notes, but they decreased the number of wins you need on this. On Outer Rim. For that one. Okay, back to the patch notes. Stability again. Pressing up on the arrow in a private match lobby would cause players to disconnect to the menu if they hadn't visited the game mode screen. They fixed a crash where a player will no longer crash when observing the Shadow Trooper diorama figure. Resolved a rare crash issue that could occur if a player joined another server while waiting in the in-game lobby. Resolved a crash issue which could occur when reaching max rank and getting the end of round screen. User interface. The issue with score and credits being displayed as 0 = 0 has been resolved. Again, this is early May, so this was already done. Now the correct amount of score and credits obtained will now be displayed in the end of round flow. That's what they call it, the end of... Yep, back to extraction. The reason will become apparent momentarily. UI, again, resolved an issue which would occur when a player is ranked 60, but the end of round flow would display as rank 59. This also resolves other various desync issues with stats. Soldiers' heads aren't obstructed anymore in the appearance menu by the unlock price. Removed a blur effect that was present over the soldier in the deployment screen on certain levels. The kill card will now show which trait card the enemy currently has equipped. And that gets us into weapons and star cards. Personal shield. Players can now use personal shield at the same time as jump pack. Players can now swap weapons at the same time the shield is active. Charge cards in general. Duration timer would be decreased by half when standing close to the shipment in the game mode extraction. Now it's only the charge card cooldown that is decreased by half when standing close to the shipment. So standing close to the shipment is still helpful, but only for charge star cards, and I will pick up there in the next midpoint. Activate the shield! Activate the shield! Activate the shield! What the... Man, he killed me so hard, gravity stopped working. That's not cool, bro. And yes, I know there's a hero token over there, but I don't want it. I mean, I don't know why I don't want it. I don't care, but... Disruptor rifle, I don't like him anyway.
Materials in the zone.
Just fire the thing so I can grab another one. At least the personal shield is somewhat worthwhile in this mode. Ow.
Stormtroopers nearby.
Alright, so squad shield I gotta activate from this. Whoa, nope. From this side. Okay, there we go. Thoughts on Rogue One reshoots? I mean, a lot of movies do reshoots. In fact, I think didn't episode 7 do some reshoots at one point? We're getting conflicting stories of why the reshoots are happening. Some saying that it's because the film was weak for some reason. Others saying that it's because they wanted to change the feeling of it. Yeah. Again, I don't like the fact that when you're playing in the whatchamacallit, in Outer Rim, it chooses the hero for you, it seems like. What the fuck? Oh, that's just some bullshit. I pick up the hero power-up, I turn on the hero power-up, but somehow I'm off the edge of the map, so I immediately die as the hero and don't get to actually use the hero. That is some bullshit. Granted, of all the bullshit things in the game, that is so rare that surely that's not a big issue, but still. Screwed me out of being able to use, what? Of being able to use the hero that I pulled. Oh! That sure doesn't seem like that was a Dioxis grenade that killed me, given that there was, you know, an explosion. But whatever. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about the reshoots. I mean, I think that's just kind of normal at this point. I'd be more concerned if they realized there were significant things they wanted to fix and had the chance to fix in the film, but didn't take the time to do it. You know? Like they said, that would just disrupt the flow of the work for us to go back and fix this thing that doesn't make any damn sense. Han says, I got plenty. I'm assuming it's talking about balls. Do you have nerve? I have plenty of balls. I've got plenty. Oh! Man, I killed that guy hard enough that gravity stopped working. What the heck? Go. Pop somebody from inside the shield if they... Oh. Come at me, bro! Activate the shield, activate the shield! There you go. I keep doing it from the wrong side. That's what she said! And then she left you. I keep doing it from the wrong side. Oh. Come on, fear the noise! I have no idea why that
Our
popped
spies
in
tell us
but,
that
you know.
Boba Fett has been seen in your area.
Come on, get off the... Fuck this shit! Yes, shoot at me instead of worrying about the cargo. Now, did she die from the blaster shot or die from breaking her neck and spinning around like that? Probably the neck thing. don't I have one that's used? Yeah, it's used char cards killed with any vehicle and kills. Okay, so yay, use a card. Hello, killer. Not a lot of conversation going on at this point, so feel free to toss it in there. This is the second stream of the day, so a lot of the regulars watched the stream earlier. They ended at about 5:30. I just felt like playing some more, so I figured I'd start the stream up again. Come at me, bro! Got a lot of Imperials down on the far end. Not quite as many up close, which is allowing it to scoot forward. It is nice. It tells enemy locking when you use a scatter gun? That don't make no damn sense. Probably some measure of irony to be,
Get those Imperials away from it.
if you like. Absolutely, feel free. I do the streams as often as I can. Most of the other content right now is kind of in honestly, it's kind of in like on hold mode because we're closing on a house and I'll be moving soon to the room where I record the vlog. Whoops, thought I'd fired it already. The room where I record the vlogs and the from the Star Wars home video library stuff and that sort of thing is all pretty much stacked with boxes now. And the backdrop that I use for that, the home video stuff, or the books in the other room, they're all packed up. So right now it's mostly game streams that I'm doing and the quick little videos on whatever new Fantasy Flight Games items happen to be released. Victory! Oh, it's taking off with a scout trooper up. No, I was kind of hoping that as it, thank you. I was kind of hoping that as it rose, the trooper would stay on it and zip along with it, but no, instead the trooper fell through the ship's geometry. Because why would we expect it to actually work? Okay, again, jumping very quickly back to the patch notes for May that I never got a chance to get to. Let's see. So a Dioxis grenade. Add a new scoring event when you deal damage. Now the player will not be able to inflict self-damage with throwing a Dioxis next to a vehicle and then entering it. Increase the inner radius from 3 meters to 4 meters for the Dioxis grenade. Increase the damage ticks. Inner radius damage from 6 to 7. Outer radius damage from 4 to 5. Total of 12 health will be dealt each tick when standing in the inner radius of a Dioxis grenade now. The DLT 19X. You didn't hear me say it before? Killer? I said killer. I don't know if you want to call me killer or DJ. Let's see. DLT 19X, they have removed the penalty that would occur when zooming in, or a movement penalty. It says moment, but I think they mean movement. The DT-12, they raised the rate of fire from 180 to 220. The Relby V-10, they raised the max damage, though only barely, 24 to 25. RT-97C lowered the weapon's sway from a minimum of 0.25 to 0.2, maximum of 2 to 1.5. The blaster cannon power-up, they increased its explosion damage from 25 to 34, which is pretty significant. Active cooling, they made the field slightly wider to make it easier even on harder levels. That is the little yellow thing when you're trying to essentially reload. Then they did 3 tweaks to the ion detonator that I'll hit during the next split between matches. And then that'll move us to the heroes. And the heroes, there was a couple that got significant tweaks.
Enemy soldiers nearby.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way! Or not. We must stop them. Well, I got a challenge that has me using these things anyway, so might as well run up on it. And again, I've mentioned this a couple times, but just kind of thinking ahead. As of the next patch, they said that we're going to be able to deactivate charged star cards, at least charged, maybe all star cards, but at least charged star cards before they go their full duration so we can restart the cooldown process faster.
Good.
And have a little more control over the usage.
See that it stays that way.
Oh, missed it. Stay up there. But yet. Instead, I go splat. I'm not sure what you're... I mean, I said hello, and I said hello, and I conversed a little bit. I'm not entirely sure what you're meaning as a shout-out in this case, because that's generally what that means.
Solo won't be causing any more trouble.
Right, down 2. There we go. There's one thing very frustrating about trying to play Extraction on this
Keep the shipment
is it's
immobilized.
more, well, I mean, really any of the Extraction modes, but particularly these as opposed to Soro Sub. You're in a situation where repeatedly you have pathways that you have to go really roundabout routes to get to where you're trying to go because of the lack of open doors along the route you're trying to take. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, trait card is now down at the bottom. That is one of their changes. Or may change. So, changed about a month ago. May 3rd, I believe it was. Which would have been a month ago tomorrow. Should be getting close to the door, but not through yet, which is okay. Which means I gotta go around the long way again. How can you go long way? Whoa! Don't shoot at me, asshole!
Put an end to this at once. Keep an eye out for rebels.
Rebels? Where? Infantry down there. That door's closed. Good defensible position. Well, a decent defensible position. Grab another power up while I can. Oh, probe droid. Nice. Pop the probe droid. Why can't I deploy it there? It's probably too close to the thing. That's fine. It's going to try to go through that door anyway, so. Alright. Trying to shoot past me? It'd be funny if we stopped him at the first checkpoint. I've almost never seen an Extraction match end at the first checkpoint. That would have been nice. Alright, we're trying to come through that side. Wow, we're at a minute. We are still... Yep, they're trying to come through that way. Pop another probe droid up here. Wow. I feel like, whatchamacallit, The Last Starfighter. It'll be a slaughter! But this time it isn't my slaughter. Now, granted, dead, that's technically slaughter, but, I mean, seriously, we're down to, like, less than 25 seconds on the first checkpoint of an Extraction match. That's almost unheard of. Of course, now I have to run back, so by the time that I get back, the match will be pretty much frickin' over. Because, again, the spawn points on this game suck. Oh, there's a phone going off that I'll have to deal with later. Get a voicemail. Victory! All checkpoints defended. I'll get it. Okay, cool. Alright, jumping back to the patch notes. Ion detonator, again, 3 of them. That's the explosive base of the grenade that does the ion damage. It will explode on impact now instead of after a delay, which is a huge, huge change. Or a huge change. That's, you gotta say huge with a Y now that Trump's in the race. Lowered the inner explosion radius from 6 meters to 2 meters, and the outer explosion radius from 7 meters to 4 meters. So now it will detonate on impact, but its range is significantly limited. And they lowered the damage multiplier towards soldiers from 0.5 to 0.4, which, you know, is not that big of an issue because you're not really meant to be doing it towards soldiers. You're meant to be using it on things like the AT-ATs. Let's see, 13 more kills, 10 more charges. I'm already down to 43, but I'll just grab some more along the way. Blast! Let's see. Heroes. Hostile orbital strikes will no longer appear in the blue color while playing as a hero. Now a red color is used. Players killed by Darth Vader's deflection will now correctly see his image on the kill card. Players who are currently being choked will not be able to interact with in-game objects such as uplinks anymore. Increase the damage output on Vader's force choke ability, as if it wasn't pretty much a one-hit kill anyway. It's mainly increased against heroes, but it also now removes the effect of the adrenaline stem. Leia, one changed Trooper Bane ability will now pass through shields. Luke had increased health from 925 to 1050, and increased blocking time for Luke from 4 seconds to 6 seconds. They did make some significant changes to Greedo and Nine Numb, which again I'll hit in the next break. Oh, come on. Oh, almost.
Stormtroopers approaching.
Oh, shit. It's like, yeah, I wasn't going to be able to turn that sucker off. Get out my way if I'm trying to roll, mother... I see you. Oh, and I shot, and it all smacked against the thing.
We're progressing well. Stay focused.
Boom! Interesting. Hello, brosas. Is it brosas or just bro? Go! Everybody's just smacking into each other, and they're almost all non-human, so they're all going to be babbling in their native languages instead of basic, and being very confusing. Hello, I need to kill some of you. Thank you. Uh-oh. Yeah, that wasn't going to go well. As soon as you hear that. I love the guidance on Blast. Defeat the Imperials. No shit. Really? Isn't that like every game's objective? Defeat the Imperials? Just giving you a heads up, I will, when I'm doing the streams, I don't pick up the party invites or game invites during the stream because of how it affects the way that the stream actually, like what the stream shows and whatnot. And generally, if I'm going to stream with somebody in the party, it's going to be something arranged ahead of time, so I'm sure I know who I'm playing with because the audio will be part of the stream. But feel free to shoot over... Ooh, poor bastard. Feel free to shoot over a friend request, and I can accept it. And at some point, if we get a chance to play off stream, then at some point we may be able to play on stream. You can tell I've said that a few times. And hello, Dragon. You know I would say hello at some point. Don't need to ask for it, but hello. Let's see. All right. Oh! And try to chase me. Try to chase me. Come on. Anybody? No? No, you're all dead. All right. I love how the Weequay have yet another language being tossed into the mix that just sounds very guttural. Because I've been using the Twi'lek for so long and trying to do things like, you know, move along or nothing to see here, little mind trick, but she says it in a Twi'leki or whatever. And the end result is that you can't ever tell what she's saying. That's why I eventually got rid of it for the thing. Alright, and next. Another freaking proximity bomb. I hate proximity bombs. Ah. Of those two, I tend to prefer personal shield, but it's because I tend to play things like drop zone, extraction and whatnot, where it helps because you're doing a lot of activating. And that can protect you while you're doing the activation. And again, soon they're going to be allowing us to, I think they said the next patch, they're going to be allowing us to deactivate shields manually. So you don't have to wait for the entire duration of the shield and then the entire duration of the recharge. You can essentially start the recharge early by cutting it off early. So that'll give even more versatility to when you're using it for activations. Dang! Hear the weak wave. Meanwhile, the Imperials are like, shake it off, woo, woo, woo.
We have this. We're about halfway there.
Oh, damn it! I am. I just need to get you. I keep trying that because I'm trying to get better at being able to do an intentional pullback on the momentum and landing on these whatchamacallits, the little platforms. Smack! Oh, you running away? What sucks though is that while you're in the shield, it seems like for some reason
have lost half of their troops.
It seems like it takes even longer for the health to recharge, and it seems like the regeneration has been tweaked lately to be even slower than it was before, which is unfortunate. Give me a charge, yeah! Yeah, certainly not me. Well, never mind. I was gonna say certainly not my doing that we're crushing them, because usually when I'm on stream I suck because I'm not really paying attention, but I'm actually the second in the group now. That's kind of surprising. Now, usually my best games tend to be Fighter Squadron, but I can't, as I mentioned on previous streams, I can't really stream Fighter Squadron on the connection that I have now because of how bad the lag gets. You can see the little lag notification popping up here. But hopefully once we move, we won't have the same interference happening, and we will have a faster connection because we're going to drop a landline and instead up the internet speed. We're on AT&T Uverse with what used to be their highest speed, but they've upped it since then. So we're going to drop the landline, dish out the extra cash, and hopefully that'll up the yes, challenge completed. That'll up the stream consistency and allow me to start doing that. Booyah! There we go. 2 back-to-back. Rank 60, so I'm now at max rank, finally, which means I can buy the weak way and finally hit the end of that challenge. Actually, earlier in the stream, before anybody was really watching, I hit the 1,500 kills thing for the Imperial Soldier, which also has unlocked a diorama piece that I haven't gone and cleared yet. So, sweet. Sounds like Brosus may not be playing on PSN. Some like PlayStation Network name, is what Dragon was saying. But I know a lot of folks who wind up watching these streams actually are, if they're playing Battlefront, a lot of times they're playing on PC. Because most of the streams for Battlefront tend to be PC streams. Apparently PS4 is a little rarer, so there's sort of an assumption. Of course, I'm saying that knowing that since there's a lag between what I say and what's going on here versus what actually pops up in the chat and when you guys see something, that by the time I've said that, I'm sure that it's already been answered. Probably once or twice. Oh, shit! I would swear he says something butthole. Butthole! Seriously. That's another reason why I want to be the weak way, because I want to hear all the things that he says, because I would swear that there are some things that are like, you know, purposely unpleasant. Okay. Oh, Dragon Slayer's heading out. Oh. Still missed it. Doesn't seem to matter where I am in relation to what I'm trying to jump on. I don't nail those jumps ever. I guess I'm pulling back on the stick, so to speak, to pull back the momentum too late. And I'm waiting till I'm close and then pulling back. I probably need to pull back on the momentum fairly soon after actually hitting the trigger on it. The activation. There's a charge. In case you're wondering, I'm running around trying to get charges. I'm trying to get these, but I'm trying to get a charge because
we're almost there.
I have that challenge that has me doing X number of charges, and I refuse to pay for charges with credits.
Scanners indicate the
So basically, I'm just getting the charges as fast as I can. Otherwise, oh shit, nuggets! Come on, guys. I got an infantry turret that I want to drop to help us win, but we're so close to winning and we're almost out of time that I may not get a chance to even activate it. No. And okay, now kill him. Maybe one of these days all the consoles and PC will be able to play it together no matter what system. I know that there's some kind of cross-play with PC now for the console, but honestly I forget how it works because I haven't really tried it out. My PC is not really in a position to be able to do so, pardon me, and I'm not a PC gamer really anyway. Oh, that was nice. Killed somebody right there at the end. Wasn't me, but killed. So 17-7, that's not too bad. And second in the group, that's pretty impressive for streaming at the same time. I'm kind of shocked. It'll never happen again, but I'm kind of shocked. All right, between segments again. Greedo. They resolved an issue in the UI for the confidence ability, which didn't update correctly once the confidence decreases. They changed confidence 1 damage multiplier from 1.4 to 1.3, confidence 2 damage multiplier from 1.9 to 1.7, confidence 3 damage multiplier from 2.8 to 2.4. So they nerfed Greedo. 9 Numb. Increased proximity mine cooldown from 8 to 9 seconds. Decreased rapid pulse cannon damage multiplier to AT-AT from 150% to 100%. Increased turret lock time from 0.8 to 1 second. Increased turret unlocking time from 0.2 to 0.25. Decreased augmented turret damage from 22 to 20. Decreased turret damage from 15 to 14. So they nerfed 9 Numb as well. But again, Luke got a buff. Luke got slightly more health from 925 to 1050 and increased blocking time from 4 seconds to 6 seconds, which is nice. See ya, broses. Let's see. Game modes. I still want to play. That's more extraction. Whatever. Let's see. I didn't even look at what the challenges are. Match starting. Okay. Outer Rim increased the frequency. This is what I was saying before. They increased the frequency of extraction being played in the Outer Rim playlist from 50% to 75%. 2 rounds of extraction will now be played every other round. Holy shit. So basically, you're going to be playing mostly extraction. And even if you go into Outer Rim and choose a different game mode, you're only going to play a maximum of 2 of those, and then you're right back to extraction again. That kind of irks me. But that's just, apparently they saw a lot of people who were bailing after playing extraction. They would play extraction, it would jump to a different mode. What the hell? Viva la lag. But they would jump out after playing extraction, and it just got to a point where they were like, well, if people are going to jump out when they get to a mode other than extraction, let's just let them play extraction more. How's about you let us just choose a mode in Outer Rim and actually stick with it, and then the people who want to just play extraction can do that, and those who want to play a random rotating group can do that too. But that'd be too damn easy and logical. Open? Nah, I didn't think so. Okay. Oh, shit! Alright, what are my challenges now that I did those 2? 15 charges still. 25 targeting rifle kills again, which I just did earlier with the T-21B. Kills with any vehicle. 25 kills with any vehicle. I could try, whatchamacallit again, but it's going to be a pain in the butt. And yeah, rank 60 now shows as max. And of course, like an idiot, I did not go in before the match and buy the weak way. Not that it would matter since I'm an Imperial in this case, but still, on principle, that was dumb. Whatever. Whee! I actually stuck that one without meaning to. I wasn't even trying to. Alright. Now try to activate it, you bastards. Oh, stuck that one too. Nice. Oh, somehow got knocked off. Drop a probe droid. There we go. Again, I am not accepting party invitations while doing the live stream. I'll say it again. Unless this is someone who's just not watching the stream, who just sees that I'm playing Battlefront, and at least they waited a matter of minutes before sending another one rather than doing it immediately, which is so often the case. It so often pisses me off. And how did I just somehow activate my jump pack twice in a row? I activated the jump pack, landed, I think I got the charge, and I'm pretty sure that just jump packed me backwards. I have no idea what just happened, because that should not have been possible once a jump pack is activated the first time. Nope, didn't get the charge. Charge is still there. What the hell? connection's getting worse all the time. Vader is altering the connection. I must pray that he doesn't alter it any further, because it already sucks. Whee! What the hell was that? I'm not going crazy. Other people are seeing the weird lag stuff, right? Oh, you took the power up that I was trying to get, you bastard.
The shipment is in motion again. You must redouble your
That's fine.
efforts to stop them.
Redouble your efforts. That means you doubled them already. Now you must double them again. Therefore, we basically need a 4x effort here.
Be ready for hostiles.
Makes perfect sense. Ah, I missed him. It's alright. We're still holding it. Yeah, the lag is real strong. I actually was able to play a match or two of Fighter Squadron earlier, and the lag wasn't too horrible when doing a stream. I was just kind of going through and showing folks the strategy of being able to like swoop down and keeping an eye out for the little the hero ship power-ups. But unfortunately, it seems like the lag is getting worse, which tends to happen depending on time of day. Oh well. Yet another thing I'm excited about the new house is a faster internet connection that hopefully will help. We can't get rid of the landline here the way that we're going to do it when we're there, because we're in an apartment, and to unlock the front gate for anybody who comes in, you have to have a phone to buzz them in, and you can have it call your cell phone, but cell phone reception here sucks. So we just kind of got a trifecta of technology suckage going on. What the hell? Guys, hello? That was weird. My legs got stuck. We won. We defended the shipment. Probably because of the lag. My feet got stuck. What the shit was that all about? Okay. Next jump into this. Let's see, more modes. Hero Hunt. Resolve the issues which allow there to be two heroes at the same time. Resolve a rare issue in which the interface would not appear after spawning in as a hero in Hero Hunt. Remove the hero selection wheel, now only showing the score and appointing the top damage dealer to become the next hero. Really? Top damage dealer instead of one of the 3 top damage dealers? I'll have to try that out. Decreased rounds required to win in Heroes vs. Villains from 5 to 3 if played in the Outer Rim playlist. So they're making it go even faster to get you back to more freaking extraction. Let's see. Decreased time until the first round starts from 60 to 30 seconds. Decreased time between rounding and the next one begins from 30 seconds to 10 seconds, all in Heroes vs. Villains. Fighter Squadron. I'm going to go do the unlock now. Fighter Squadron resolved an issue in which you could spawn in a different vehicle type in Fighter Squadron if you deploy at exactly the same moment as another player does on the opposite team. Cargo, they decreased the time limit from 15 to 10 minutes if played in the Outer Rim playlist, so again, making cargo faster, again, to get back to more extraction. Fixed various issues with power-ups being unreachable or blocked in the environment. Fix player spawns across all modes on ice caves and swamp crash site. If only they'd fix the spawns everywhere else, because the spawns again still suck. And after a while back playing around with the health of the AT-AT on Walker Assault, they've done so again. They have increased the health of the AT-AT on Walker Assault on Sullust, Jakku, Hoth, Endor, and Tatooine, so all different planets by different amounts. On Sullust, they tweaked it so that the AT-ATs have 12% more health. On Jakku, Hoth, and Endor, it is a 30% increase. On Tatooine, it is a 20% increase. There's more for stats and progression, but I'll take care of that during the next little break between them. I am finally at level 60, yeah, and able to go and spend 17k on the weak way. So now I'm this ugly bastard.
Kotilu.
But at least it'll give me a chance to talk like Hondo Onaka from time to time. You killed me! I am so proud! And it is the one that is selected, which is nice. That leaves you with a little over 10k. So since I'm already here, again, I have 12 star cards that need to be upgraded for 7k each. I think, let's see. Homing shot, smoke grenade, explosive shot, flash grenade, barrage, psycho rifle, bowcaster. Really? That's it? Huh. Impact grenade, maybe. There's really not one that I'm super psyched about out of any of these. Eh. Alright. Impact grenade it is. Machink! Here we go. And notice that I have now maxed out twice. I maxed out on the original game and kept playing even though I was maxed out and wasn't gaining XP, just credits. Now I've maxed out again and am pushing through, and still I have 11 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or excuse me, 9. Is it 9? Or did I miss something? Surely I missed something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10. Oh, look, I still have 11 friggin' cards that I still need 7K each, credit-wise, to be able to upgrade. And, pardon me, a crap ton of emotes and appearances still to unlock. So, maxing out for the first game and the DLC still doesn't get you enough credits to unlock everything. And I've done every single hut contract, which did take up some cash, but even if I didn't spend all that cash, I still wouldn't have been able to unlock everything, but I probably would have been able to unlock all those star cards at least. Progression is too freaking slow on this game. Always has been, always will be, until they make the double XP weekend amount the norm. Targeting rifle and 15 charges, okay. Ah! At least it gives me a chance to switch to a targeting rifle, because I done forgot. T21B will do it. Not a big fan of the Relby or the X. Basically the sniper.
Shipment stuck. We need to get it
That's
moving
scary.
Again.
Curious what my emotes are. Now is no still no?
We've been tracking Boba Fett, and he's near your location.
That's the one that sounds like butthole. What is your situation if somebody has so defecate and will die? What do we call your medical condition?
The shipment is in motion.
No butthole!
That's right, no butthole. I like it. I understand, I'm not saying I like not having a butthole. I'm saying I like the fact that the emote for him saying no, it's basically no butthole. It's made even funnier by the fact that my wife and I, for whatever reason, have gotten into the pattern of joking where if we're gonna like you suck or something like that, if we're gonna say something because somebody did, the other one just did something mocking or sarcastic, a lot of times what we will call each other is butthole or something like that. So to have it be no butthole is perfect. Yes, JL, I am finally. Well, not finally. I'm back on. I got back on around 6 or so. Michael was unable to join me, but I decided what the heck, I was going to play anyway. So I've hit rank 60. I've got my week way now. I just upgraded another star card, finished some more challenges. Just plowing along. Oh, what is the thing about butthead? No, just butthole. Just butthole. But again, if you use the weak way and you make him do the no emote, I'd swear he says no butthole.
No butthole!
Which is an unfortunate medical condition. I like it. Cracks me up.
Press your button.
I almost want to turn that into my ringtone for text messages. No butthole!
Keep that shipment moving, people.
Ah, love it. So JL, are you going to be doing the PS Plus thing anytime in the near future, do you think? Yeah, a lot of times there's like a free preview of it
That's the end.
with a card when you get a new system. Or they may offer like a free trial if you've never tried it before without needing a card for a system. Because you're basically, I mean, most of the game modes are online only. It depends. I'd have to take a look. I want to say it's like 40 or 50 bucks for an entire year, and every month they're giving you PS3 games, PS4 games, and Vita games, generally 2 of each. So it pays for itself very quickly in terms of the free games that you get, and it lets you play online. Yeah, I'd have to look and see what the actual cost is, but I don't have the... right now, I've still got the patch notes. One of the things I've been doing on this stream is I've been running through the patch notes from May that I never ran through before. So I got one section of patch notes still to get through, but between matches. But I'd be happy to see if I can pull up the whatchamacallit, the PS Plus thing. If I had a whatchamacallit, if I had one of those free cards left, I'd pass one along, but I haven't. It's been so long since I got the systems that they've already been handed off. Like probably about a year ago. But I know the systems still come with them. That was definitely something that I was reticent about whenever they launched the PS4 and told us that unlike the PS3 and the Vita and the PSP, if you want to play online, you need PS Plus. And for me, one of my big things was I was wanting to play Destiny, which of course is all online. This game is about 90% online. But thankfully, I was able to do the PS Plus thing before Destiny came out, so it wasn't an issue. Great level dose. Oh, you want to shoot through that shield? Where you at, mother? He ran away. Do I still got to do more charges? Yeah, I do. So, shit. There we go. Keep forgetting. Keep forgetting to do the charges. I had the one for 30, now I got one for 15. It's the same freaking thing. I am definitely a Back to the Future fan. Huge Back to the Future fan for 1 and 2. And actually, if you've seen a lot of the guidebooks they've been doing, like, gosh, I forget what they're even called now, but there's been some guidebooks for Back to the Future recently, like the Back to the Future Encyclopedia and stuff like that. That's actually a buddy of mine who wrote those. And it's the same guy that's the editor of the Star Wars essay anthology series that I'm writing for, Rich Handley. So, big fan. I know I'm not the biggest fan out there because you got people like Rich, but love the films. I actually picked up that the Flux Capacitor Deluxe set when they hit the most recent anniversary to get them on Blu-ray. Again, it's like the 3rd time I bought the freaking films on Blu-ray. But it came with a DVD set of the entire cartoon series plus some other extras. So, yeah. All my Blu-rays are packed, but it's the one that's like this big. It's silver with the flux capacitor as like a lenticular thing on the cover, and inside it's got a little art of or whatever is booklet, like a synopsis, not synopsis, an excerpt booklet, and then it's got the movies on Blu-ray, digital copy, I think, and then has the complete TV series, the cartoon series on DVD. Although I haven't watched it all yet. The cartoon series, that is. Love me the movie. Absolutely love the movies, though. Yeah, the artwork on the discs is different. I haven't actually looked to see if the menus or anything are all that different. I forget. But I had the, whoa! I had the first Blu-ray set that they released. I think it was Blu-ray. I'm trying to remember when they put that. Like, they put out a set. It may have been DVD, not Blu-ray. But they put out a set where the framing, the aspect ratio was wrong on one of the films. I think it was Back to the Future 2 that was wrong. And then they put out a re-release later for one of the anniversaries that I think was Blu-ray that fixed that. And I wound up picking up those. So I've gone through like 2 or 3 sets prior to the one that I've got now, and now I've got that whatever you call it, the collector's whatever. Again, something else I can look up. Never have gotten big into steelbooks. I don't like the fact that they slide together. Like my Star Wars ones, I hate trying to pick them both up or all up at the same time. Let's see. All right, so the last stuff that's on the patch notes, and then I can look up some other stuff for us. All right, we've got stats. Resolved an issue in which players didn't get any stats after completing rounds of Hero Hunt in certain instances. Players should be able to observe all unlocked diorama figurines correctly when looking at another player's profile in the social hub. Before, only multiplayer-based figurines would appear unlocked. HUT contracts. Some descriptions and criteria have been made clear. Updated the criteria for DT-12, Rebel V-10, and Scattergun to not require 15 kills in a round, but rather 15 kills in total. Unlocks obtained during the game round will now be instantly available and will not require the player to leave the server to access them. diorama. Greedo diorama criteria has been updated and now requires 7 unlocks. All players who completed the 7 criteria pre-patch will have the diorama figurine automatically unlocked next time they play. Pardon me, and finish a round of multiplayer. Accomplishments change the required amount of kills for various weapon-related accomplishments streaks from 10 to 7, which is nice. Hello, Alistair. Which is basically now. And hello, Lego Lover. I realized I didn't say hello. But yeah, they went from 10 to 7. That's why it's easier to get streaks now. They changed the term kill streak bonus to combat streak, and they increased various objective-based scoring events and decreased various combat-oriented scoring events. So there we go. There is all of the patch notes, and let me see if I can tell you which type of Back to the Future set that was while I back out. Whoops. While I back out to the menu to explain what is meant by social hub. I'm sorry, Siri. Siri only picked up the words back out. Back to the Future Blu-ray.
Okay, I found this on the web for Back to the Future Blu-ray.
I love that. All right, let's see. Jumping to Amazon. Okay, so I had the 25th anniversary set. Let's try that again. Back to the Future trilogy. Yes, okay, so what I have is what's called Back to the Future, The Complete Adventures, which is the 30th anniversary set. Let me see if I can pull up an image of it. Come on. It doesn't want to show an image beyond that size, so let me just enlarge it. The set that I've got is that one. It's the one that's got the Blu-ray plus the other. I may still have the 35th anniversary one sitting around here, though I really ought to mail it to my mom. For Mother's Day, we got her a Blu-ray player because she refused to buy one for herself because of expense. So if I have that, I ought to mail it back home if I haven't already handed it off to her. I may have when I was up there recently. It's been a long, long time. It all runs together. It's been a long year. Okay, so let's see, 7:27, so we can get in maybe a round or two more, depending on what they are. Then I'll be heading out here because my wife will be getting off work, and we're going to want to eat as soon as she gets here, so I'm going to be ready to get the heck out the door. I don't even know what we're eating. All I know is I'm starving. So let's see. Oh, yeah, so what they mean by social hub. So get this. This is the social hub. Going up here, that's what they call the social hub. Quite the hub, quite the social experience, isn't it? Basically just being able to go up here and look up people by name. Hey, there's Indiana Jim, my buddy Jim Perry. You can pull up what's going on. And as soon as I do that, every single time that I have looked up somebody in that social hub, aside from myself, it has booted me out of the EA. My bad. Fixed. Sorry. I went to go check and see if I had the since he said Back to the Future Day, if I had the Back to the Future Day newspaper still sitting in there, but it must be packed already. Yeah, finally did the Magma Trooper thing. Total of 1,500 kills as an Imperial soldier. Interestingly, I'm still quite a bit away as a Rebel soldier. I was killing a lot more as Imperials than I was as Rebels. With Rebels, I still need another 125. What's that all about? And yeah, here's what keeps happening for those who are wondering. This is the Turtle Beach set, limited edition Sand Trooper set, but it plugs into the controller and it's got a volume control here built into the line. Where's that at? There we go, built into the line, and I can control the volume with the turn, but muting is literally a matter of click, click. That's it, which sucks. So if I accidentally bump into it, that thing clicks pretty easily. A game I should do a live video, which is... Whoa! How am I still on? what, 35 more heroes because I don't like hero hunt now that it doesn't freaking work all the time. Yeah, now I am at 75 after winning a droid run. I guess I'll do a quick droid run. I don't like droid run all that much, as I said on the earlier stream today, but you know what? I need 5 more wins in droid run to make it so that all I need is the 10 wins in hero hunt in order to get that diorama piece. I don't know that I care about it, because if I do that, I'm still probably not going to be doing the crap with the whatchamacallit, with the stars on the missions, but maybe. That is true. There is that Back to the Future game. I actually think I may even have the Back to the Future game. I think they gave it away as part of PlayStation Plus at one point. But I don't recall off the top of my head what it was. That's what it, I didn't go click on the Magma Trooper, so it's still going to tell me that it's new. Let's clear that crap out real quick. Come on! It's not like it's doing anything particularly crazy special. It's loading the frickin' diorama. It should not take this long. Let's see, and let me pull up PlayStation Plus cost here real quick for you. Yeah, I didn't click on it. I just went past him. Where's he at? I think I passed him again. There he is. Click on. Now it treats it as cleared, so now it won't show up as another collectible unlocked. PlayStation Plus cost. Booyah. Yeah, I've got my PlayStation Plus to set up to automatically renew, and I've got Games with Gold set up to automatically renew, or Xbox Live Gold. So I don't usually think about it, which is probably not a good thing, to be honest with you. Oh, wait, what? Nah, it's still going to go back to saying 1, surely. Okay, yeah, that glitch still needs to be there. I mean, come on. That's normal, right? All right, so let's see if I can do Outer Rim Droid Run. Last time it didn't work so well when I tried this. I'll have to probably do the regular one. Cool. Zarak. Alright, let's see. So, PlayStation Plus. Let me just do a search for PlayStation Plus. As I said, love me some voice recognition. I almost... Hey, I actually got in. I almost always do voice recognition when I can. Son of a... Why didn't that work? PlayStation Store. Games. Games, you wee bastard. PlayStation Plus. Become a member. Because I'm not logged in. Okay, so, PlayStation Plus. Here's the deal. You can get a 14-day free trial if you haven't done it before. You can get 1 month for $9.99, 3 months for $17.99, or the best deal is 12 months for $49.99. And it'll set up in your services to auto-renew if you don't stop it, I believe. I believe it's set up to auto-renew, like by default. So keep an eye on that within your account. But go to the PlayStation Store, and you can find it on there. You can find that free trial. I'm talking about PlayStation Plus, mother. Or you just go to store.playstation.com, and you won't be able to do a search for PlayStation Plus. That didn't work for some reason. I think because it's called PS Plus is what it's listed as. But go to Games. Go to Games, PlayStation Plus, become a member. But see, like I said, I would go for the year, though, because if you think about it, if it's $9.99 per month, that's $120 per year if you're paying by the month. But it's $50 for an entire year if you're paying all at once. So if you've got the cash, or if you're able to set it aside, it's better to wait a little bit, maybe use the free trial, and drop the $50, and then basically you're getting it for less than $5 a month, as opposed to 10. And $10 a month isn't bad, but I mean, if you can get it for significantly less than that, why not?
Securing.
That's like, I know there'll be some who are like, oh my god, I can't watch him anymore after hearing that, but I am someone who likes to watch and listen to material on the Blaze. Blaze TV, which is Glenn Beck program stuff, Pat and Stu, Buck Sexton, Dana Lash, that kind of stuff. And they do a similar thing, and it's about $100 a year for all the stuff. So I would much rather, pay ahead of time, because even at $100, that's still a discounted rate. Most of the time, you can get discounted rates if you do it all at once. Yeah, definitely do it if at all. I mean, you can do it with a card, but preferably do it with an actual purchase. Or the other way to do it would be, since it's basically $49.99, get a $50 PlayStation gift card. Use that to get your year subscription, instead of actually getting a card for $50 that is the subscription. Get a card for $50 and spend it in the store as a purchase on a subscription, and that seems to be having less issues, because Corey's right, there were quite a lot of issues with that around Christmas time. I don't recall why. I don't know if they ever explained why. But I do remember there are a lot of people complaining they got brand new systems and were having a lot of trouble getting their codes to work. What am I even playing? Yeah, I'm playing Droid Run. Yeah, because I chose Droid Run.
They're gaining control of the droid. Stall their progress.
I got blown up. The heck up. There you go. Heck. Heck's the word I was looking for. Again, I don't like Droid Run, because only the last 30 seconds count most of the time. In the last 2 rounds of Droid Run, if I recall, didn't we lose? I can't remember which, if it was this stream or the one earlier today, but I'm pretty sure we lost in like the last 30 seconds each time. Look up this YouTuber, Nathan Butler. Oh, okay. Asking me to... I was like, look up myself? No, he was asking me to look up and addressing me. Duh. Use your freaking brain, Nathan. Sometimes it's not easy to think. Okay, I'll keep a note of that. I'll look for that whenever off stream when I get a chance.
Droid pinpointed. Seizing it now.
Zarek. Easy to remember because of Zarek from Transformers Season 4, right? The head of Scorponok. One of the things I actually still remember from the Transformers animated series, I still could almost probably recite the big chunks of the last 2 episodes of Rebirth from that final season. Prepare to feel the sting of Scorponok. Bump, bump, bump. To be continued.
Crush their will. Recover the last droid.
Oh, how you like that, walking around with your shield? I've done that plenty of times. It's nice that sometimes the crap that happens to me can happen to other people. Although, man, I should switch to my targeting rifle. I need targeting rifle kills for that challenge. Hey, we won! That's my what happens when Ray Charles is excited. I'll do one more since that one went fast. We are the world. We are the children. Sorry. I know you shouldn't make fun of Ray Charles. I'm just surprised they decided to cast Ray in the newest Star Wars film as a white lady. That's discrimination. It's supposed to be a black man. I saw the Jamie Foxx movie. Have been playing this all day, Cops and Roberts. Oh, shit, it seems like it. I'm not playing Extraction. I want Droid Run, you mother... It's like Batman to Robin. Bah! Okay. Yes, Cops and Roberts. Basically, I was supposed to have a meeting all day today. I wound up having to do house stuff and whatnot. got a lot of stuff organized, including what's supposed to be a final closing date of Tuesday at 10 o'clock. So finally, because I know you've been following that saga as we've been doing the streams. But got done, I guess, early to mid-afternoon and decided about 3 or so to do a stream. Did that one on my own for about 2 hours and 10 minutes, give or take. Ended a little before 5:30. Checked to see if Michael could get on. Michael could not, and just said, screw it, I got nothing else to do. I'm going to keep playing, and figured if I'm going to keep playing, I might as well jump on and keep playing on a stream. So yeah, I'm on my second stream of the day that's almost at 2 hours. I bet by the time that this match is done of Droid Run and I actually call it quits, I'll probably be at a grand total of about 4 hours of streaming today. Just a Battlefront. But it's been productive, right? I hit level 60. I unlocked the Magma Trooper in the diorama. I was playing a little bit before I started streaming also, like for about half an hour. So I wound up with getting all the daily challenges done for yesterday and today, plowing through a few more challenges and such. So it's been exceptionally productive. But holy crap. What am I going to do when they finally release the Star Wars Unaltered movies? Watch them. Enjoy them. Probably watch them rather than watching the Blu-rays. Because right now I watch the Blu-rays of all of them because I like the clearer picture and better sound. And they're the official releases rather than the fandom releases. Not that I don't like something like the specialized editions and whatnot. It's just that they're not really a collection thing for me because I tend to collect the official releases. When the unaltered ones finally come out, presumably on Blu-ray or HD digital, I'll probably be watching them pretty much all the time rather than the Blu-rays. Just be interesting when they finally get around to doing it. Man, back to being an Imperial again, and I just unlocked the weak way, man. Oh well. Yeah, episode 2, Attack of the Boxes. That's what it feels like. Yes, the Phantom closing date, Attack of the Boxes, Revenge of the Seller. Actually, that should be Revenge of the Buyer, because that seller, the fact that he... Oh, shit! The fact that the seller went out of town without getting a power of attorney for his partner, which caused us not to be able to close on the 27th, which meant missing out on using not only Memorial Day as a closing date, but missing out on this really nice package that BrandSmart was doing that would have given us basically $3,000 worth of appliances for $2,000. Somebody needs to kick that guy in the balls. I'm still debating whether if he is actually at the closing, which I doubt. I'm betting that he's going to be it's going to be his partner there, and he's done his paperwork through mail and just had it notarized. But if he's actually there, I'm debating telling him off. Like, wait until the paperwork's done and there's no way that the deal can be reneged on, and call him exactly what I think of him to his face. But I'm usually more diplomatic than that. Usually that's podcasting and stuff whenever I call it like I see it like that. Usually in things like teaching and everyday life, I'm much more diplomatic. Dang! Wait a second. What? 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 I must have come in like way late on that match, and I didn't notice it. And we won within it. Every single match that I've tried to do these, it's like zip. Now, granted, I'm liking the victories. Yay! Because now I only need 3 more, I think. Yeah, 3. 3 more, but damn. Now, yeah, we're being in a situation with because we didn't get to close by the 5th, and we don't want to turn in our definite we're leaving until we've actually closed so that we don't wind up without a place to live if something happens. We're going to wind up still paying July's rent even if we're not here, and then the penalty for leaving is another month's rent, which basically is August, which would have been the end of our thing anyway. But they said today that if we can get out before the end of June and they manage to rent it in July, then they'll refund back the difference. So that, like, if we say we pay the rent for July because we didn't tell them we're leaving by the 5th of this month, and they rent it, say, on July 10th, then they'll refund 2/3 basically of the rent for July that we had paid, which is nice. Forward to having the new room set up. I need to get in there actually and measure. I know that well, I'm pretty sure that the room that's going to be the Star Wars room, which is one of the... We got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. One bedroom is staying for when we have a kid. The other bedroom is becoming my Star Wars room, and then the master bedroom is the main one. It's freaking huge. We're trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to set up the Star Wars room, and if it's going to be where I record, if it's going to be where I do my work too. I'm pretty sure it's like 11 feet by 11 feet, which would give me enough space to put all the Star Wars bookshelves against the back wall. But I'm not 100% certain about the depth of the room and the depth of some of the furniture we're going to be getting. Like, I want to get one of those L-shaped desks to put my work computer on because it's got a dual monitor setup. So I'm not quite sure yet if that's going to be the setup for recording, or if I'm going to do it in another room, or what. So I'm eager. I'm almost more eager to measure than to move because I just want to know what's possible. But I haven't had a chance to get in there, and they don't have a floor plan filed with the with the real estate agent. I know what the floor plan is. I've sketched one out, but I don't know the actual dimensions, and that's what's the sticking point.
We're capturing a droid.
So, yeah. And yeah, I really like the apartment complex we're in is really, it's a nice place. It's a relatively safe place. It's just that we need more space, and the rent keeps going up because in the Atlanta area, the demand for apartments is shooting through the roof, but the number of houses that are foreclosed on or for sale is also shooting through the roof. So house prices are dropping, but apartment prices are shooting up. Like, when I first moved into this apartment complex, a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment was $660. When I moved into this apartment, which is... Oh, wow. That's easy. This apartment, which is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, was $760, I think, to start with. And now it's $830, and it'll go up again the next time that the release would come due. And then, but then we're able to get this house, which appraises for about 90-something, 95,000 or something, for instead about 85,000. Which is a little bit bigger than the apartment here and better arranged. You know, it's got a yard and all that kind of stuff. Our mortgage is only going to be like a little under $600 a month, so we'll save about $200 a month, which is terrific. But it's the money factor really and the space factor that caused us to want to move out. But I've lived in this apartment complex since I moved to... It's the only place I've ever lived on my own. I lived with my family while I was in college back in Indiana to save on the room and board costs, and as soon as I graduated, pretty much moved down to Atlanta, or the Atlanta area. I've lived in this apartment complex in either the 1-bedroom or this 2-bedroom since '02, and I've lived in this apartment since late '04 or early '05. It's like the place I've lived the longest in my entire life has been.
We've lost major ground.
It's just, at some point you need the equity, you need to be able to have a place that you can really call your own.
Cover the droid.
And I really like the idea of being able to modify a place. Like, there's stuff I've wanted to do here as far as like building shelves and stuff like that and building things actually into the walls. But, you know, you need to be able to actually have that kind of authority, and you don't if you're in an apartment. There's only so much you can do before you're violating your lease by changing anything. Even if you're doing something that's going to make the place better. You know, even if I was doing something to improve the place, they would still turn around and gripe because I'm altering their property so it doesn't match the other apartments. Whatever. Yeah. Oh, and Compson Roberts, you just joined, and I think JL caught the end of it, but okay, so here's the new Battlefront joke, right? What happens? What happens if a Gungan? Let's see. What happens if a Gungan spits on your backside, and you have a medical condition now because of that makes it impossible to poop, right? Because again, it's all that, you know, we saw in Clone Wars that it was all sticky and would stick things together. What is your problem? Why are you going to die?
No butthole!
That's right, no butthole. No butthole! If it wasn't for the fact that it would probably cause issues on YouTube or cause some people to unsubscribe or something, I would totally make that the subtitle of this. I've been calling it or even the title. I've been calling it the Battlefront Livestream Podcast and not really giving it a name. Maybe I should call it No Butthole Battles or something like that. Yeah, I will always remember the apartment being bigger, or not the apartment, the house being bigger probably. as we're slowly like coming into the reality of it, that it's a bit bigger than the apartment, not a ton bigger, and some of that space, of course, is taken up by the room that we're not going to use until we have a child. But just I like the layout of it, so that hopefully we'll be able to come up with something better than constantly tripping over each other like we are here. Because usually, when I'm not,
Stand by.
well, basically our dining room table is my workspace now for work. But a lot of times I'll be either, if I'm not in there, then I'm sitting in the bedroom, like where I am now. And just having a bigger bedroom is going to be nice. And that's probably where I'll stream from. I'll probably put the game system still in the bedroom. But to do the recordings for things like from the Star Wars Home Video Library and whatnot, since they're not live streaming, those I'm trying to set it up in the Star Wars room. And I'm trying to make the Star Wars room also my work room, so I'm not also working out of another room and taking up that space. But it's just going to depend on the... again, like, and I guess I never really finished explaining that. So I need to know the size, but it's because there's a closet on one wall and there's the door on the other wall, and that's my concern. Just determining whether or not there'd be enough space for a desk.
They have all the droids. Take them back.
You never know. I mean, they did say that everybody was coming back, but I think that was just them, meaning everybody who's still alive is coming back. But wouldn't it be funny if they found a way to bring Han back? Die! We're gonna lose anyway, so die! At least I got a kill. Just throw bombs. You have unlimited. I don't have any bombs. There are no unlimited bombs. Unless you're talking about waiting for the refresh. And even then, I wasn't carrying one. I was carrying the scatter gun and the jump pack and the shield. I do not watch Supernatural. So I have seen Jason Eccles and stuff because I just actually finished rewatching all the seasons of Smallville, where he played, what's his name? Jason Teague. Yeah, nothing more frustrating. Oh, try frustrating electrical outlets. Try having one that knocks out half the room. We have an electrical outlet on this wall in the corner from where I'm facing here. And we've got a surge protector, or like an outlet protector thing built like that's actually in the plug. Then we've got a surge protector, one of those longer ones, plugged into it. So double surge protection. But my wife is anemic and gets cold a lot. So we plug in a space heater thing like this. We plug in this sucker pretty often, but it sucks up electricity quite a bit and gets somewhat hot. So at one point there's like a spark kind of thing that happened at that electrical outlet, and we didn't think anything of it, and it was fine after that. We figured it was just static electricity, because it happens a lot in the South where you get static electricity like sparking whenever you're dealing with an outlet or a light switch briefly. But it got to a point where we realized that at night we were hearing boop, 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 boop. What was happening was that our phones and devices that were plugged up to charge off of that power strip were kicking on and off of charge because that socket was kicking on and off. Turns out that part of it had melted on the inside, and when it finally went, like it was dying as it was clicking on and off, it finally just died, and took basically almost all the other outlets in the entire room, plus an outlet in the hallway and an outlet in the kitchen that are all on the same circuit. Like the circuit goes around and it hits that spot and then went dead, and everything else on that circuit then couldn't get charge, couldn't get electricity. So it took us probably a day and a half of just basically everything was plugged into a different room, and there were wires running everywhere because I was still in the middle of a semester with online students, so I had to have an internet connection. So I mean, we had wires everywhere to fix it. I am so tired of dealing with electrical outlets. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. That's another thing we're gonna have to figure out. But thankfully, I don't do. Well, we have an outlet, an electrical outlets in the rooms that we can deal with, and we're not adverse to running wires. We're not gonna be dealing with cable. So, because we totally cut the cable lines a while back. We do Hulu, Netflix, Blaze. Pardon me. The only concern right now is where does the box for the internet that go? Because if I'm going to wind up streaming with a LAN cable like I do right now, then it needs to be in whatever room it is that I'm going to set up the TV and set up the game systems, probably the bedroom. Thankfully, I get to kind of choose that because when you get AT&T Uverse, they have to actually come in and change one of your phone outlets to be able to handle the different outlets necessary for Uverse. So I'll get a chance to hopefully, get a chance to hopefully choose that once we get that set up. Woo! That was me pressing the button a little bit in advance. So let me check and see where I stand. But then I am going to have to take off here because it's just about 8. We are at max rank. Didn't get kills with any vehicle because I didn't play that mode. I'll probably do that offline or off stream just because it's Fighter Squadron. Only 1 more charge to use before that challenge is done, and 9 more targeting rifle kills before that one is done. Still slowly working on getting the various star cards, the other 11, so 77,000 more credits needed, or 73,000 at this point, to unlock all the other star card upgrades. And then it's just diorama stuff and waiting for Bespin to come around, pretty much. But, all right. Going to bail out of here. I think, as there's a ding. That's probably my wife saying leaving work. Nope, it's my dad saying, excellent. I've been keeping him apprised, as they all live in Indiana, keeping him apprised of the closing date. And yes, thank God we have a closing date again. But thank you all. I really appreciate you stopping by, watching the stream, catching it, chatting in here. I'll be doing another one sometime in the near future. I'll actually probably do some this weekend because my wife's going to be going to a friend of hers graduation, which is a state away. So from the time that she leaves for that to the time she gets back, it'll basically just be me here. Although a lot of that will probably be spent doing last-minute packing of any other stuff that we can have ready for that first day, able to get into the house and everything. So thank you again. I really appreciate it. And be sure to check out, I always say that at the end of the stream, StarWarsFanverse.com/timeline for the Star Wars Timeline Gold, the most comprehensive Star Wars chronology available anywhere. And check out the podcast, Star Wars Beyond the Films and Cloud City Casino, both at StarWarsReport.com. If you want to interact with me on Facebook, by the way, the easiest way is Facebook.com/SWTimelineGold. Which is the timeline site, but, we just kind of talk general Star Wars a lot of times on there. Or I'm sure Michael would be excited if you jumped by Facebook.com/Cloud City Casino, because it would be talking about gaming, which is apropos for that, because that is our gaming podcast. Thanks again, and I'll catch you later.